Hello and welcome back to Factorio Atlantis. Last time we designed a low density structure build. It direct feeds copper plates, one smelter per low density structure. It direct feeds steel plates in, one smelter per two. And then we use the standard box feed trick from the 8.8 beacon builds, which we all know and love, to feed iron plates through to the steel machine. We could have used a slightly different thing where we did a staggered build, where this was the iron smelter for this. The problem with that is there's no way to get it to stride so that these can hit 2 and 2 and 2. Get rid of that. One plastic machine is about right for this. It's overkill, but if you slow it down with 2 prod mods, then it works out. So that's our build. We need 5 of those within a unit. We need the train stations, we need the oil to be supplied, and all that good stuff. The slight thing we need to bear in mind, it is important to load the ore onto one side of the belt, so that we can load the plastic onto the other side of the belt. Now, that isn't a problem because we have 10 smelters. There you are, 10. And it takes 12 smelters to drain one belt of ore. So we don't need more than half a belt of ore because we have 12 or fewer smelters consuming. It means we'll be consuming slightly under 2.5 belts of copper ore, slightly under 1 1/4 of iron for the entire 5 module build. All right. So, what next? So I was looking at this. This is now done, right? So we've got a build which makes that. So we need 5 of them. That's done. The next 2 builds are either robot frames or blue circuits. And I think I'd like to have a go at blue circuits. They are a bit of a humdinger from what I remember, but we'll try and work it out. So, first of all, what do we have? Yeah, so we're slightly up on blue circuit machines. We need 0.67 transport belts, items per minute. We need 60 blue circuits a minute. All right. So if instead of doing seven, $60 per minute, that does almost 30, not quite 30. Will it be not quite enough that matters? That's the interesting question, though. So this consumes 60 per minute. That seems suspiciously like a round number. Particularly, all right, so we output 97. We need 90. All right, so how do we work this out? 60 times 90 divided by 97.2. Right, that's 55.5 is what we actually need. 55.55555. That's what we actually need to produce. All right, so 47. Oh, I'm out of assembling machines. Okay, so let's request those. I'm getting to think I should have put down some buffer chests. There we are. I had one of those horrid logistics loops. Right, do I have things on the way? Because otherwise I'll be waiting a long time. Those are productivity modules coming. Ah, these are the machines. All right. In the meantime, let's have a look at the health of this site. So, some of these are red. That's not got enough rail. That's not got enough rail. Okay, so it looks like the issue is rail. And why would that be? Okay, these can't output any more rail. This is backing up. These need to be fast inserters. Okay, let's replace them. Didn't mean to get rid of that. All right, so fast inserters. There we go. So that should fix that problem when it eventually gets placed. All right, so remember we need 55 recurring. 54.4. That is not enough, is it? $55. 55.58. That is enough. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these things. 2 of them doped down to just 1 prop mod. Okay. So, when these things... I'm just going to draw out a schematic for you to illustrate a principle. Okay. This is the vanilla ratio. So you can direct feed from a green circuit machine into a blue circuit. This produces exactly the green circuits needed for that blue circuit. And all is right with the world. However, we don't have this. We have props. Okay, and this means that would produce an excess of green circuits. Okay. Now we can slow those machines down, which means we still have an excess of green circuits. That's looking promising. Okay. Now, what about that? Okay, so this seems... Let's try once more. This reckons it's very under for coil. Yeah, 0.389, so nearly 0.4 down on coil. And this is 0.7 up. All right, so let's take one of those out. So that's 20% down on coil. That's 5% down on coil, but we're 7% up on green circuits. So I think that in practice will run. So we've gone from a build that was sort of staggerly and triangly to this. I hope your brain isn't melting. Right, on top of this, we need some green circuits. And we need to bring in sulfuric acid. All right, so this whole thing is going to need some red circuits. Let's see if there's any obvious ratios there. So for the whole, we need 13 red circuit machines for the whole prop modded build. Right, that's almost like 14, right? However, if we put prop mods into the red circuit machine, so that's actually one red circuit per blue machine is not quite enough. If we take that out, that's just enough. Okay, so if we put that there, this is itself going to need green circuits. All right, so we have 8 by 8, 16 of these. Right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is 1/4. All right, so let's have a look at this half of the build. Again, let's look here. So that's 0.5 up, 0.15 up on the green circuit. So if we put a single prod mod into the green circuit machine, I picked up the blue machine at the same time. All right, so that's what was going on there. Okay, that's still one up. 0.3. 0.25. So that's 1/4 too many green circuit machines. Thing is, I'm loath to do 5 because this is 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. There's no 5s in 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. So maybe we can just suck up the extra here. Okay, so that is way down on coil. What if we... Okay, that's now up on coil. And remember, this machine is over-spec'd by 1/4. I'm going to cut these and move them down here for accountancy purposes. Okay. So now if we do that, that's 0.138 down on coil. However, let's cut that, move it out there. All right. So I'm 25% up on coil. Sorry, I'm 1.25 up on coil for that. .6 up on that. I have a feeling that because this is running way under, 1/4 down, that overall this balances out. this slows it down too much. So we would need both coil machines feeding green circuit machine, and both of them outputting into the reds. Right. So how do we get coils into both the reds? Because ideally I would like to direct feed like that. But then there's no way I can see to get the green circuits in here. Because we could do something like that. Then I still need some way to get the green circuits in here. Okay. So maybe I'm trying to solve the wrong problem. Give up on the idea of direct inserting. And go back to the old-fashioned build like that. But what if these also output to a belt? Something like that. Okay, so that belt could also carry plastic. Let's put down a plastic machine. So that's way up. We can slow it down. That's still way up. Maybe this is a case of sharing the plastic between two builds, which is fine because we're going with the... Okay, so if this is shared between two builds, let's grab this unit here, move it back over there. Okay, so we would then have that there, that there, that there, okay, those there. That starts to look like we could then have that and that. Okay. So we're still left with the issue of sulfuric acid. Take one of these. Put it there for now. Okay. we're going to be direct feeding the green circuits across. That's going to be quite a frequent item. So I would rather be shipping... Let's grab some straight pipe. Okay. Wish you could blueprint stuff from your hotbar. Maybe there's an option to turn that on and I just don't know it. I'm looking around the map for a piece of pipe that I can copy. There we are. All right. So that needs some pipe. Which means we have to pass this across with a long inserter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to make a judgment about which side the sulfuric acid is piped in from. All right, then this would be pushed in there. And we have a mixed iron copper belt here. Okay, this is looking like something we could fit 2 of. Of course, I haven't done any smelting yet. But I quite like this. I'm trying to think what I've missed. Basically, all the smelting is missing. Yeah, all the smelting is missing, and we have this dead space here, which is unfortunate. So let's cut the whole of that. It's quite wide, so let's have a think about how we could make it narrower. But I think that is a job for next time. Because we are out of time. So next time we will figure out how to cut and shut this in so that the wings come in towards the middle, and we will work out the smelting implications, and double check all the ratios add up, because I have been known to get that wrong. Until then, thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.